Okay, folks, sorry for being late. I had to do a couple things. Had to use the restroom for one. But we have an interesting topic today. At least I hope so. Enough for everybody to take a chance on, hopefully. It's going to be winter safety kit and survival thing. So for those people who have not been into the winter safety kits for ever since that thing happened in South Carolina with those people being stuck on the road for so long, I figured having a simple kit in your vehicle would do you some good. This is my take on that one, along with my friend and co-host, usually here, he's not here yet, is Fox It Outdoors, Cliff. We're going to take each of our takes on what we would put into something like that. So, I know he's not here yet, but he will be. Hopefully, I will get some good stuff going on. I won't know until in a bit, so I will let you know. Okay. Okay, Evan, I'm not sure if you're still here, but I hope so because you're number one in the chat. Let me do something here. Let me see here. Okay, Cliff. Yep. Thank you for coming, Evan. We have a bunch of different topics. I was just talk on the phone with Cliff, and we have a lot of interesting things we're going to be throwing out there. Hopefully, give me a second. I got to shut some things down, which I haven't done so yet. Let me try something. I'm going to check something, just because I want to see if I show up on. I don't even know if oh, there I am. I'm gonna see if I can do something. I'm not sure if it's gonna. Oh, that is so freaky. Hun. I'm gonna see if I can do something. I'm not sure if it's gonna. Oh, that is so freaky. I see my nose. I'm gonna change the angle of that just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. So there we go. Yeah. I would. That's going down. I got to turn on the overhead. Evan, I'm not sure how long you've been driving. Just wondering what kind of conditions have you driven in your short-term driving career, so to speak, there in your home state. So I know you get snow like we do here. Just not sure exactly how much you've driven in the snow. Sorry, I got to turn on the overhead so I can get me some external lighting going here. I am wearing my extra warm winter clothes. So this is what I'm going to be working on with now. Yeah, the green, let's see here. Oh, they were actually on there for 24 hours. Yeah. Yeah, this happened in Virginia, it looks like. Yeah, near Fredericksburg, Virginia. They were stuck on the interstate for 24 hours in the cold. And when they're not used to that kind of vehicle situation, there's things that's got to happen to keep yourself warm. Yes, you can turn your vehicle on, your heater on, but there's other things you have to consider. Having to go to the bathroom, having to take medication at a certain time. There's so much other things keeping on. If you run out of gas while you're doing all that, that's just another thing you have to worry about. Whole bunch of stuff. Never driven in a sandstorm. I've been near sandstorms when I was living in Phoenix in Mesa, but that was a long time ago, way before you were born, Evan. So that's the way it works for me. And having things in your vehicle that would be a good thing to have is besides the instant ice hot packs and stuff like that. Something like this. You can get these from Walmart for like 13, 14 bucks. That would, and a good one will last you about 12 hours if you get a good one. But there's some that only last about 6 to 8 hours. How you doing, South? Thank you for coming. Picked a topic that, that is interesting and everything else for me anyway, because I have to deal with it every day. I'm not sure how much ice and snow you have to deal with in South Florida, but I'm sure it does get cold from time to time, but not as cold as it does up here for me. And please forgive the angle. I've been trying to get it figured out. Okay, Cliff, if you're wanting to come up, here we go. So this is something I came up with just earlier today when I was out driving around, because our high, or when I got up this morning, it was 1 degree. And it got up to as high as 14 degrees right around 3 o'clock. And then it started dropping again. It is now at 2 degrees at the current temperature here in South Central Iowa. Oh, I'll fret if I want to. And things that I didn't talk with Cliff about, we would just assume that we were going to do. Flashlights. This is a cheesy $4 flashlight, which I picked up a dozen for free. 37. You didn't quite get to freezing, but I bet it was interesting for you. And I would wear a stocking cap over this right here, but this is what I just decided to wear today. And also having wool gloves or mittens I actually have a combination deal where the fingers come out where I can just have my fingers free. Hey, Grace, how you doing? Thank you for coming. We actually have a topic today. Hopefully, it's going to be a good one. I'm sure Grace has driven in many snowstorm in her lifetime, just like I have, and I've been in some severely cold weather. The coldest I've been in is going through Evanston, Wyoming, on the way home from the Air Force, and it was a negative 173 with wind chill, and that was in an 83 Dodge Colt, 5-speed. It was freaking cold. My engine was barely running. The heat was being sucked out of it faster than I could do anything. Oh yeah. So I'm sure you've done. Are you talking about from the what was it? Give me a second. See what can we get from upstate New York. I'm looking at maps to see what there is there. Now, how far north were you in upstate? I mean, a lot of things, it could be a lot of things. That's all I can say on that one. I know there's, let's see here. I know you guys got some hills and stuff there that the Adriatic Mountains and stuff like that can get really cold. So far, the coldest it's been here is like negative 13, and it's supposed to be really cold tonight. I don't know how cold exactly. I haven't really checked the forecast. I've got to restart my computer after a bit. $10 miles south. Okay, that'll give me an idea where to look. So were you up near in Franklin County or Clinton County or St. Lawrence County? Supposed to be 11 tomorrow? Okay, that's good to know, Hawkeye. Thank you for coming, by the way. I like what it said. I was looking on my Microsoft weather channels thing, and it said temperature cold outside. Yeah. Tomorrow was supposed to be a high of 21 with a low of 2. But tonight it's supposed to get down to negative 9. It says it's supposed to be, I'm not sure. Let's see where I hope they got. Let's see if they got the right temperature set up for me. Yep. It's supposed to be negative 9 tonight. Thank you, Peter. Thank you for coming. Okay. It's good to know, South. Just checking. We got up to get ready for work this morning, and my wife wasn't feeling well, so we didn't make it in. But it was like 1 degree when we went to the hospital this morning. Well, this is where we're going to do it for everybody's benefit here, because this is something someone should know who lives in a cold environment, like myself and Evan, Grace, Hawkeye, and where, like South used to live in New York. And Cliff, he gets it cold there in the mountains, and he has snow up that way. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting this week. Hopefully, it's going to be St. Lawrence. Huh? That is way up there, south. Woo. Wow. I never actually looked at the cities there before. I got a friend of mine who lives in Maine, so not too far from you. Okay. I'm just actually looking at the map right now. So, yay. At least I know where you're at. You and South Florida actually have something in common. You're both native New Yorkers, state-wise. Me, I'm a born and bred Iowan. I haven't been ice fishing yet south, but I was decided to put that on hold since my friend Rob cannot make it. Yeah, I bet it was scary, Grace. I've been on some seriously cold roads before, so I understand what you're going through, especially in a military vehicle. Thank you. He loves you too. And I really appreciate you saying so. Now, some of the things that I have gotten so far for the topic that I want to talk about tonight is having a kit available in your vehicle that will help you endure a possible stranding on the side of the road, like the people happened in Fredericks, Virginia. They're over 24 hours, up to 24 hours on the side of the road. One of the things I was thinking of, having wool blankets or a sleeping bag. Those are the basic ones, and some of the not so basic ones: water, food, a first aid kit, a sanitary kit, medication, with different things you can do to try to keep yourself and others warm. I can understand that, South. I recently, the other day, saw a herd about how many deer were in that herd, hon, you think? About almost 50? Yeah. About 50. Big size. Yes, a herd of 50 on the way home from work. So that was, a sizable deal. One of the things I would put in there, especially in this time of year, put some meat sticks. You could also try putting in like oatmeal. Jenny suggested, and is a really good idea, is putting in some ramen. If you're wondering about the water, if it's not frozen, you could use snow, or you can use water bottles that are kept. If your car is above freezing temperature out already, your water bottles you should keep in there should be fine. Hey, Ramona Perez, thank you for coming. Yes, we have an interesting topic for people who are from Texas. So this should be something you and South are going to be, not having to worry about as much as I do, or some of the other people who are in the northern states have to deal with. But as it happened in Virginia, it can happen anywhere. And here comes my co-host.
What about burnt toast?
My co-host and brother.
Oh man, why is my light like super bright today? Like blinding myself. Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
I gotta work on this setup a little bit better.
Well, one of the things I remembered at the last minute, Cliff, we didn't talk about this.
Flashlights.
Yep.
Well, that's because 99% of all humanity already has a flashlight with them at all times.
Well, they're phones, obviously, but that only goes so far.
Till the battery runs out.
Yeah. And you can only run your vehicle for so long, one way or another. And as a lot of those people that were in Fredericksburg, Virginia, were up on the road for 24 hours. And I just watched a New York Times news feed about them. I mean, there was people walking their dogs who were stuck on the side of the road still. Car accidents galore and all that
Most
stuff.
people don't know how to drive in the snow.
Well, the snow was not just a little bit of snow. It was actually about 6 or 7 inches, considering they don't normally get that much snow. That's a lot of snow for them.
Well, we could always ask all the people in Texas last year when they got that snowstorm that dropped like 8 inches on them. They had no idea what to do.
Well,
some places got like 15 inches in Texas.
Well, we could ask Ramona. She's from Texas. Ramona, did you have to deal with the snow much last year? Because you're the only resident Texan we have at the moment. We have 2 Iowans at the moment. One New Mexico. Okay, what do you call someone from New Mexico? New Mexicans?
New Mexicans, dirt eaters. So I don't care.
We got a Canadian.
Yeah, Lori. Did Lori pop in?
Here.
Did I hear Lori? I mean,
Lori's here.
I got too much stuff on my thing. Get away.
And we got a Florida transplant of South Florida who was originally from New York. We have Peter Kettler, who is also from New York. And we have Evan, who's from Ohio, I believe, and Grace is from Indiana.
So Ramona's saying she keeps blankets, snacks, and water around this time of year.
Hey, it's Mallory.
Mallory, how's it going? Sorry,
okay.
I had to pronounce it weird just for one time, just because I'm bizarre. I like messing with names. Because it just takes a different pronunciation to completely have an entirely different word.
Oh, she was in southern Texas where they didn't get any.
Rio Grande Valley, yeah, that's down near almost by the Mexican border.
Well, I already have a question for the Canadians because they have to deal with more snow than we do. What do you keep in your vehicle in case you get stuck somewhere you're not near anywhere? Because they might keep something in there that we haven't even thought of. I mean, cat litter for those people who get stuck, or rock salt, a shovel, given stuff, spare clothes, blankets, sleeping bags, emergency blankets, the good kind, not the little.
Speaking of which, I actually need to get something because I normally have all my supplies in that.
I've got several things over here to my right, and a couple things in my front, and that kind of thing. Oh, wow. They could keep a bag just like you do and like I do, Cliff. It's a possibility as well.
I'm on the wrong screen. I need to go back to my YouTube.
Condoms.
Stream.
Okay. Explain.
Water containers.
Well,
although I'm not sticking a condom on my foot and then sticking that in my shoe. I'm going to tell you that right now.
No, what I was thinking of saying something like this, Cliff. You put some hot water in this thing. Water bottle. Hot water bottle.
It won't stay warm for long, but it's better than freezing.
And it's not double walled or anything like that. It's a single wall container. It's a clean canteen. One of the good ones.
Yeah, I got one of those somewhere. I don't know where mine's at. I got like 3 or 4 single wall bottles. I got one next to me. That's an insulated one. I got a single wall down there somewhere, or in one of my boxes over here.
You don't even necessarily have to have a steel one. I mean, aluminum one would work, but you have to worry about the lids melting and stuff. Okay, Hawkeye, you're going to have to explain that.
At Portable Ham Radio.
Oh, okay. I don't have one at the moment. All the best I have is a handheld radio that has the weather built into it. I don't know.
Mallory, for someone who lives in the wintertime in your area, you would you can't use a condom for water filtration.
No.
Condoms are waterproof. That's why they were invented. It's so the boys can't swim upstream.
You can use them for fire starting if in an emergency situation.
I don't think those won't really burn very well because of the lubrication.
No. Starting fires, not the other way, for solar reasons. Use them as a reflector, like a magnifying glass.
You'd have to get like a straight up just basic clear one. Another one of these useless butt sucking trolls.
Ketchup packet. Okay, that one you're going to have to explain.
Come on, get off my screen. Thank you, so I can get rid of this piece of crud. I would assume ketchup packets just for flavoring whatever you might have on you at the time.
Okay. I don't have one with me at the moment, but I've got something for fire starting that you might not think of, Cliff. And it has to do with this.
Oh, the paper inside?
Nope. No paper.
Or the fact that the inside's sort of reflective?
Nope. That has nothing to do with it either. Though you could for after you get to that point.
Well, I would say for that matter, it would be more of a indirect, redirected source of light if you have a magnifying glass.
Well, in a sense, maybe. If you had a old-fashioned can of soda, this would come in handy.
What are those? Just like little candy packets? Oh, just chocolate bars.
Okay, I'm not sure if you knew this. If you take one of these and the bottom of a can of a Pepsi, Coke, what have you, and rub this in there, it'll polish it. You can make a little parabolic lens.
Out of the aluminum cans.
Yeah.
You can do that with peanut butter too for some reason. I don't know why.
Well,
but you ain't gonna drag peanut butter around. I know that for a fact.
No. Now, I might eat this just now because it's this, but yeah. This will come in, and now, so this happens to be a Star Wars chocolate. So, but like Jenny suggested, having.
All right, Mallory.
You already know what I was going to say because I talked to you about it already. Is the ramen, and having the granola bars and jerky and the meat sticks. Those things. In the wintertime, you can keep in your vehicle without worrying about spoilage or anything like that.
Well, most of them, even when they're hot, they're in single. They're not refrigerated when they're open or closed.
Well, Cecilia's here. Thank you for coming.
Hey,
Cecilia might have some advice too, because she is also Canadian. She might have she deals with a city environment, but still, she might. I
gotta get with Mallory and get her set up for a winter prep bag.
Yeah.
I've got this whole thing. Everything I pretty much need for survival is in this one stupid bag.
This is all that was in here, Cliff. One little bar of chocolate.
One little sad bar of chocolate.
Hey, Blake.
I've actually forgotten half the stuff I have in here. I do know I got my biking gloves in here, which are neoprene. So that's an extra pair of warmth right there for my hands.
Hey, Jefferson, thank you for coming. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Ooh.
I don't know because I don't do any of that stuff. I don't require that in my life. So you're going to probably want to ask Sean at North Shore Preparedness about that. But your growing climate's going to be different than his.
Right.
So your best bet is to find another Floridian. I would probably say ask Gray Man. He might know.
Mike might know. Hike with Mike might know.
But does Hike with Mike grow smokable lettuce?
He might.
What else do I have in here? I got this
Jenny
weird
was sick today, and I had to take her to the hospital.
That thing's empty.
We had to be she had to be tested, and it came out negative. And I got tested because I was with her, just to be on the safe side.
I thought you said you weren't going to mention that on here tonight.
Hey, did I say what I was?
Huh?
I did not say what it was. I just said we got tested. Hey, PI Trapping, how you doing? I actually have some questions for you, sir, because this is on this topic. Because
what the hell else do I have? I have 2 tires.
You got bicycle stuff in there?
Well, it's technically my biking bag, so I have all this stuff in there when I go biking.
Right.
Because, like, right here on the my bike pump.
Now, actually, if that's your pump, or is that a lock?
No, that's my bike pump.
That might come in handy.
Yeah, if you're gonna try to fill up a car tire with this, good luck. You'll wear yourself out and burn out the pump before you even get that thing filled.
Get a fire going.
No.
You couldn't be able to help you get a fire going?
No. This thing does not have enough back pressure or air pressure to actually blow enough direct air to get a fire going.
Okay.
Trust me, I've tried.
Oh, it's supposed to be -9, which I'm not sure what that is in Canadian. Sorry.
I believe that would be -18.
You think it's minus?
Or somewhere in that range. Get in there. Ugh.
-22.
I was close, surprisingly. Very close.
Surprisingly, we're going to be the same here, Cecilia.
What else do I got in there? Oh, yeah. I got a Mylar blanket in here.
You have a lot of the stuff we were talking about.
Paracord. I have my Sawyer water filter.
I don't have any Sawyers. I just have my other one. But we have to worry about things freezing if you're not careful. But if you're going to be in your vehicle, having some kind of container to boil water, it would probably be a good one.
I've got all the hoses that came with it. Actually, the gray hose originally came with it. And then I had some 1/4-inch tubing, so I just cut that up and shoved it in there.
Are they yellow?
Huh?
Are they yellow?
No, they're clear. They just look yellow because of my shirt.
Okay. Just making sure they're in good condition.
Oh, yeah. No, they're in good condition.
Freezing rain? Oh, you be careful, PA.
Oh, I love freezing rain. That's the best kind of stuff to drive in. Well, he says sarcastically because you'll get stuck in that stuff.
Okay, so the topic tonight is vehicle safety kits for bad weather, in this case, winter weather. What we would suggest is basically going off a conversation that Cliff and I had with Mandy the other night about a good way of getting stuff started for survival. And winter survival is going to be the one thing she's not going to be prepared for. Because their winter and our winter are completely different animals.
Yeah. Yeah, here's how bad I am. I have a canister. I have what? Let's put my bag. I got my gas stove in here. That's my replacement fuel.
Is that how much fuel do you have in that?
90%. So I've only used this like once for like maybe 5 minutes.
Okay. So that might help keep you warm. Duct tape. Good choice. Flares. I think I talked about flares before.
No, we did not, but the flare would be good. But yeah, this is what's in my car at all times. I have a full-on
jet boil. Okay.
This is the jet boil. I believe this was the Flash.
I've never heard of that one.
I have my other canister in there. Stove at the bottom.
Okay.
And then I have my pot stand, which if you're in a vehicle, I recommend using a pot stand because what it does is it widens the base of your frame. So that's the bottom of the canister. And then you stick one of these things in there.
Hand warmer packets are good. I was gonna suggest something a little bit more practical, I guess. I don't know, because those things run out, and is getting a hand warmer. You can get the 6-hour ones or the 12-hour ones, and a can or two of the extra Zippo fuel, and they will last you pretty much all day if you do them right.
Hey, what the heck? Something didn't go in right. Did I put that thing in there upside down? I think I did.
Oh. I hope your sets are going. Glow sticks. Never. I mean, I mentioned flashlights, but I forgot all about glow sticks. Will they freeze?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure about glow sticks.
Yeah, glow sticks will freeze. I've tried.
Okay.
I've done it before.
Okay. What about what's that one called? The wood stove that can charge stuff.
Oh, the
BioLite.
Yeah, BioLite ones.
No, they won't freeze, Lori.
They will if it's cold enough. I've frozen glow sticks before.
I'm gonna get some things out of my bag that I'm gonna need.
But then again, I haven't tried to freeze a glow stick in 20 years.
Yeah, but where have you been living in the last 20 years?
Denver and here.
Yeah.
Only lived down here like 11 years.
Oh, I didn't know you lived in Denver.
Ah, that's why I always talk about Denver, because I used to live up there.
Well, you never mentioned it until now. That's good
No,
to know.
I've mentioned it numerous times.
Oh, by the way, found out how much it would cost to get us up there for a week.
$240 something, you said.
Yeah, $240 for 3 of us round trip. That's not bad. The fat green ones won't, she said. Okay. Now, having water is paramount because you got to keep your core up. Warm water will work better than cold water, obviously. Food always helps.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm weird. I have a pillow in here. I have a 40-degree sleeping bag in the bottom of this thing. I have my... Oops, actually. Oh, that's actually my seat. And then that's my pillow. Gloves.
No, this is my gloves and my mittens.
Windbreaker.
I don't have a windbreaker. I do have my hoodie I wear.
Windbreaker is probably one of the better items you can have.
Interesting.
Huh?
Gas in your vehicle would be appropriate, but as they did in Fredericksburg, one of the things they had, they've been there for 24 hours stuck. Depending on where you were, you had to run your vehicle either 24 hours to keep warm because there was about 6 inches of snow on the ground. And there wasn't a lot of cover or anything like that. Unless you wanted to run your car for that long, there's no guarantee how long or how much gas you had in your tank at that particular moment. Now, keeping your vehicle half full at all times is a very good idea.
Now I know why that didn't fit in there right, because I put the wrong one in there.
Food is something, I carry some with me at all times. Nothing fancy. But in my stuff here, like this one here, or my bigger one, I got an alcohol stove in here. No, alcohol stove's in here. This is my wood gas stove. And I also carry extra fuel in here. I even got a tarp.
Oh, that's where I put that thing. I was wondering where this thing went.
Those kind of things. Oh, that's kind of cool. Is that waterproof?
I need to up the batteries.
Okay.
It's actually a little flashlight that I got that comes with a little cone cap, so when you're inside like a tent, it diffuses the light so you're not blinding yourself.
Okay. Now, I was thinking about using one of these possibly in the right location, in a safe, like in one of my pots even. You use that to heat up your vehicle. If you're low on fuel, you don't want to run your vehicle 24/7. That would probably heat up enough where you can keep you and anybody else who's with you warm.
Yeah, I'd say the like white gas, or not like petrol fuel, but like white gas or denatured alcohol would probably be the best.
I use denatured. I use denatured alcohol. Something like that in this particular, in either my kettle or the pots that comes with this right here. This is my MSR kit.
Thought I had more than that in there.
Or even a candle, an emergency candle. What's that?
Soap.
Got that too.
That's surprisingly all I have on that side, which is weird. I thought I had more in there. Oh, I did have more in there. I took it out because a recycled M&M's bag was probably not the best thing to stick in here at the time.
Right. A 4x4, yes, or an all-wheel drive vehicle, Evan.
Oh, something stuck in my teeth. It's bugging me.
And as Lori stated, a roll of tinfoil could be used for multiple things. So that's a very good call.
You can use it as an insulator for the ground if you have to put a heat source on it.
You can technically use it as an insulator for yourself.
Could
in the right setup.
I'll be right back. I got something. I'll be back in just a brief minute.
Well, we already stated that breakfast bars, granola bars, and basic candy bars, that kind of thing. Okay, Grace. I mean, I don't. Ramen would be something as a last ditch effort because it's more of a comfort thing, Grace. Because while you can eat a candy bar and everything, it doesn't make you feel warm. Baby wipes. I actually I have a little box over here of stuff that I've put in here. One thing is, you always need to keep in there. You need to keep yourself a first aid kit. Obviously, that's just a given. Your basic stuff like a tow rope, jumper cables, those are also givens that you should automatically have in your vehicle anyway. One thing I would add besides sleeping bags, a couple good wool blankets, the baby wipes, obviously. They may seem cheesy, but little utensils and things like that. You could probably get away with sporks from KFC or some kind of pre-made packets like that. Baby wipes will freeze, but they warm up and they still are usable. Especially if you get the water-based ones, like I like to use for my backpacking. The dude wipes are pretty much the same thing. Now, like I said, I've got two different kinds of the utensil things. I got another one I keep with myself, which is the U.S. Army, military ones. But this, the extra ones that we keep with us. I like keeping things like mostly coffee, but you can also have tea and cocoa and things like that because comfort items mean a lot when you're in a situation where you feel like you can't get out. Having a spare set of clothing. If you're trying to dig yourself out of a situation where you're stuck and you need to keep yourself warm and you get your clothes all wet, you do not want to go hypothermic. So have a change of clothing, change of proper boots, because there's a lot of people who are probably in this Fredericksburg stranding. They probably were on their way, either on the way to or from work, and they were not dressed appropriately for the weather that they were in. They were dressed for their occupation. Napkins actually do have a use there, especially if you want. You have to go to the restroom, if you know what I mean. Because if you're there for 24 hours, you're going to have to go sometime. I don't care where you are, who you are, you're going to have to go. Not something I really like talking about, but the thing is, it's a necessary thing. We have hand sanitizer as well as having an extra set of your personal medications in case of something like myself. I have to carry extra aspirin for my heart, which I do, and I carry extra ibuprofen just because, as well as my regular heart medication. And I also carry water, not in this container, but I do have a container I carry with my bag with us at all times. I do have a water filter. It's a Katadyn Hiker Pro. Not Hiker Pro, just a regular Hiker. Couldn't afford the Pro. Cliff has the other version of he has the Sawyer kind. But as Grace has mentioned in past videos, they will freeze if she's not careful. Flares, yes. Flares would actually serve multiple purposes, depending on where your situation is. If you're off a main road, you can help keep you from being safe from being hit. If you are in a situation where you need a fire, so a lot of these flares are self-lighting, and they are guaranteed fire or surefire, as Dave Canterbury likes to say, and help you get a fire going. Oh, no, Grace. I mean, these are they're situational for the most part. I mean, a lot of this stuff I have already in my bag. I carry this with me on a regular basis. I mean, I got my fire kit, which I carry with me on a regular basis. And a lot of the stuff I already showed you, like my wood gas stove, I carry this with me. I carry this kit with me. Now, can this stuff be heavy? It can be, but I feel it's necessary. The hand warmer, I don't carry that all year round because I don't need it. Brandy does work, as well as actually Everclear would work really well too, because you can use Everclear for a lot of different reasons. I can use Everclear in this.
Oh yeah, anything over 150 proof will burn.
Even those people who have the yellow bottle of heat, you can get from most places.
Sorry, Ramona had to hide that one. That's not what this channel is about.
What?
Bringing up pews.
No. Yeah. Well, actually, you can keep those kind of things as a safety precaution in your vehicle if you need to, but that's more of a case-by-case basis. I keep a bow in mine. Yep. I have my survival longbow, which I've shown people before. My Atmos survival longbow. That's one of the reasons why I got it. Keep it in my vehicle at all times.
Yeah, but Ramona, we're talking about winter emergency preparedness, not sitting there trying to make a base camp to survive for 2 weeks.
No. A good knife is always good. A watch is also really good. Paracord, while not totally necessary, it's good to have just to be on the safe side.
Every time somebody brings up paracord, I get sad.
Because your supply is getting low.
Ah!
Should we start?
You want to tell everybody another joke?
We could do a Kickstarter.
My supply is getting low.
Cliff, we could do a Kickstarter to get you your more paracord.
I have 12 freaking 100-foot lengths down in a box over here.
Get you some glow in the dark.
Actually, put that back in there.
No, Grace, you're right. You should never keep a water filter in your car in case it freezes. If it's been used recently, unless it's completely dried out. That's why I carry my my tea kettle. So that way I can boil water if I need to.
I can actually see if this thing works the way it's intended to.
Also, you can do it. You can carry, put boil water in these too. I have some other things, like I do have. I'm not sure. Is it down here? I'm trying to remember if I have something down here next to my chair or not.
I usually don't carry alcohol with me when I'm in a winter situation. Yeah, if it works, makes you feel warm because it thins the blood, but it also helps you freeze a lot faster.
I think it takes about so how many feet of snow equals 1 inch? I know 1 foot of snow is 1 inch of water.
Yeah, if you're lucky. And I would not necessarily boil snow unless I'm in a dire situation, because you have no idea what's in the snow or in the water that made the snow.
Well, that's why you're boiling it. Even then, you get at least something.
I'd still, even if I'm boiling it, I would still prefer to filter just first. Whoops, wrong button. Stupid light.
Let there be light. And there was light.
Yeah, I'm not. I usually, if I have alcohol in my car, it's basically fuel for alcohol stove, if anything,
That's why I keep one of these.
or an emergency fuel source. Because honestly, if you have like a metal cup, like a canteen cup or whatever, you can just pour like quarter inch, or like if you have a Trangia, you can just pour some alcohol in there, a couple ounces, and that stuff will burn for like 30 minutes.
Well, that's what I suggested. The liquid
Yeah.
heat, for your vehicle, which you normally would have in the wintertime for your vehicle anyway, or you should have anyway, or a bottle of Everclear does wonders in these things.
Oh yeah, Everclear. I have one of those, and I put Everclear in there, and dude, that stuff it burns clean.
That's true, Grace. But the thing is, it depends on how long you've been on the road. If you've been in your car's been sitting all day, any water that may be in your car may be frozen
Or drank.
or drank. Well, it depends. I mean, if you just got in your car and you get about an hour into your drive, and your car's been sitting all day before that hour drive, that water's all frozen, or at least melting by that point. But it's still pretty much a solid block of ice.
Well, it depends on the ambient temperature out, or the temperature outside or inside your car. If it's below freezing, yeah, if you leave anything in there all day long, it's going to be frozen.
Right.
But eventually, it will thaw out, and you'll just have really cold water, which unfortunately, in a situation like that, is not a good thing to drink.
Mm-mm.
Because it drops your body temperature fast.
Which is why I was suggesting, something like coffee or tea or something like that. I know those first two items are diuretics and all that stuff. You get point given on that, but cocoa even to a certain extent. But those are also comfort items, which also keep people calm, keep them relaxed, and keep their internal body temperature up.
Well, it's also why sometimes I carry
Hey, Mike.
The bouillon cubes.
Niacin would work for those people. I can't take it. I'll stick with my ibuprofen. Thank you very much.
Hey, Mike. Yeah, so you can also keep a couple of these
beef bouillon cubes
in with a kit as well, because if you're in a situation where you have to boil your water for something, at least make it tasty. This is it'll give you some beneficial flavors, I guess. It's mostly all sodium, but yeah, at least if you won't be dehydrated.
It will make you go pee, though.
Oh yeah, quite a bit.
But if you have hand warmers, use them what you got. If you happen to have the money to get one of those reusable hand warmers, go for it if you can afford them. A good winter weather rated bag, at least 10 degrees or colder, would not be a miss if you can afford it.
Honestly, even a 40-degree bag, because I mean you're already wearing clothes. All you're really doing if you have to get in a sleeping bag is taking your shoes off.
Yeah. Grace, yes, for the most part you could do that, but depending on how long you're going to be in that particular situation, like Fredericksburg, they were there for 24 hours. And it also depends on how much fuel they had in their vehicle before they got to that point. Because not everybody fills their tank every single day, unfortunately.
Yeah, can you imagine being the poor sucker that already drove probably 4 or 5 hours and is like half a tank, and then you're stuck in that for 24 hours? You're going to run out of gas in the first 8 hours.
Yeah, it does if they run it constantly. And then there's other options you have to worry about as well. We Cliff and I discussed, carbon monoxide possibilities. If that was the case, if you're stuck in a snowbank, which can happen. I've gone off road down a bank like this.
Sideways.
Oh yeah.
It's always one of the biggest things is snow chains, which we did not discuss. But yeah, a set of snow chains or snow tires is a plus in a winter situation. If you have to go to an area where they recommend you put snow chains on in a vehicle, at least you have them.
Right. Candles, yes. That's why I was suggesting something like my Trangia. You could use emergency 12-hour candles work great in that kind of situation. That way you can get both heat, light, and possible heating up your food if necessary. Cliff, did you mention liquid alcohol lights?
Yeah, these things.
Yeah, you mentioned those when I was on your phone about your folks.
One or two of these in a car, and that's 30 hours worth of burn time. Each one of these is like 15 hours.
Oh, I'm sure it is extremely rare. But as someone who has actually gone off road and got stuck where I could not get it out and I had to walk out, it's not something I wished on anybody.
Yeah, these things are like the most.
You blew it out.
Bum. I didn't even touch it. It freaking blew itself out.
Now, that in conjunction with a folding stove of any kind, such as, let's see if I have one with me or did I put it in my bag? I'm going to check. I don't know if I even have that in here. I thought I put it in here.
Yeah, these things do not produce a lot of heat. They're just basically designed for restaurants for ambient heat, ambient light. But you get 2 or 3 of these things going in a car, 15 hours. You're going to generate enough heat to stay warm.
Oh yeah. There's a guy on TikTok who's making his own version of the Terracotta Heater.
Oh yeah, the space heaters.
The tea light ones.
Yeah, the tea light heaters.
But he's took the design and he 3D printed a cement version that it fits together. It's compartmentalized, and you put alcohol in one of them. He's got 2 different versions, and the other one's a candle version. And he's to make it the obviously about that big for the alcohol version, and the regular candle one is going to have like 4 different candles in inserts and stuff like that and fit in there.
Yeah, you got to have the good candles. You can't use the lights. You can use tea lights, but I blew it out again. But you have to use like 8 of them to get any heat out of it.
Make a wish. I feel like a Muppet.
Would it help any if I told you looked like one?
Not as much as you do.
Yeah, but I'm the cool Muppet. I'm Gonzo, except I don't have that big old schnozzle.
Yeah. But snowbanks never have any money. You're right, Mike. That's true.
They do have money. It's all stacked up and frozen. I've never tasted a sweet candle, but then again, I think you mean the unscented ones. I'm like, why is this candle so spicy? Like, bro, eating.
No, tea lights are actually fairly common. You can get them by the 100 for like $5 or something like that.
Yeah, usually, 100 of them I think is about 8 or 10, depending. But still, it's cheaper than dirt. You can buy those things. But the only problem is they only last like full on like an hour, maybe solid burn time, maybe 2.
But still, that little go a long way in keeping yourself warm, yourself safe, because at least a light will be seen through your windows.
Green tea candles. I bet those ones taste like wasabi.
Green tea.
Wasabi.
Jefferson says it was
unsweet is the way to go.
Jefferson, where are you from? I'm just curious. Hey, SD, how you doing, brother? No. We were actually talking about winter safety kits that you should keep in your vehicle. As someone from South Dakota, you should know. Chai tea.
Chai tea, tea light candles.
Okay. Mike, you started a thing.
Upstate New York. So yeah,
New
York
got 3 New Yorkers in here. 3 New Yorkers. because both South Florida was originally from there, and who was the other person? I gotta wind back here.
Jeffrey or Jefferson.
No,
The other one, I think Lori is New York, Canada.
No, Lori is Canada, I think. Give me a second here. My eyes are watering.
I need a picture. Sean.
Peter Kettler.
Oh, that's already 11. Who?
Peter Kettler.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so Peter, South, and now Jefferson. We all know her from that area. And not too far from you is, then we got PA out there. Those guys know upstate, that area very well.
Wait, what? Oh, Jason. What is Jason got going?
Have Jason come over.
No, I don't know. He's on Instagram.
Well, just send him a link. Well, I can.
I think he said he was going camp. I think he was going camping this week.
Well, if I have to, I will send him a deal and see what happens. I did send him. Oh, this is a different one. This is a different one here. Yeah, that was one from last week or Tuesday, something like that. Well, that would, if your vehicle broke down, whether you had a flat tire or hit a deer,
damn,
that kind of thing. I mean, hitting animals on the interstate or roads is a thing. It doesn't matter where you're at. And having a kit available to keep yourself comfortable and safe is always a good idea. I'm a firm believer in first aid kits. As a former medic and EMT, I understand that more than I really want to.
I'm a firm believer in keeping hundreds and hundreds of feet of paracord on yourself.
Actually, I'll show you. Cliff, these are my hikers. You can see what I have for instance.
Yeah, I got that same green paracord.
I've got two different colors. I got one boot is one color and one boot's the other. SD said he's seen a raccoon take down a semi-truck.
Yeah, if it runs across the road and a semi-truck has to swerve, yeah, that'll pretty much take out a semi-truck. Depends on what the semi hits, though.
I mean, yeah, Mike, you can drive slower, but the thing is, you got to know they're there first. If they come off to the side and you're not expecting them. Well, I'm going to be seeing you next week. So I just need to know what time your guys are coming over this way, SD, so I can, hook up with you.
Ooh, dinner date.
His wife's got classes down in Ames. He's coming down.
Ooh, Ames. I hope she's not good at Ames.
Haha. Ames is the city.
I can do dad. I could drop dad jokes all day long.
I'm a dad. You're not even close.
I know, but I got horrible dad jokes.
You're barely an uncle.
Oh, took the fuel line. Would he eat the fuel line, or did he run out of the bush?
No, it probably, because it was underneath the vehicle, probably hit the fuel line and broke it.
Yeah, but do you know how high a fuel line is up on a semi truck?
You know how big coons can get?
I've seen. I almost ran over one that was like 25 pounds one time in Denver, going down a normal street.
Yeah, those things get huge. Okay, I'll get off work at 3:30, SD, so give me a call after that.
And I'll be getting off of work at about 2 hours later than that, so.
Well, I was thinking about taking them over to Barefoot Traditions and show them that area.
Nice.
Hey,
nice.
Don't you wish you could be there with us?
Yeah, yes. Well, maybe.
It's my archery shop where I get my bows.
I get my bows at Michael's.
There's a Michael's. Well, there used to be a Michael's down from where Jenny works. Is that still there, hon? Michael's still there, or is it gone?
What?
Is Michael still there? Or is he gone? Is Michael still there next to your work or not?
Yes, it's still there.
Okay. There's still a Michael's.
I just love your just law. Hello, and she's like,
No.
what?
She's got her heavy duty stuff on.
I can't even. I looked at my stupid ring light and I can't even read that comment.
Does that help?
Not really, because I still everywhere I look, there's like a circle, like a bright yellow circle.
Okay, 90%.
I can kind of read it, but I have to like back and forth. I got to look weird.
She said 99% of the time where she travels, civilization is nearby, and 99% of the time she's got her cell phone, rarely below 75%. And her emergency kit fits in a shoebox. But one thing we have to contend with, Grace, you're prior military. You already know what the minimum you need to get by. Not everybody does.
Good pair of wool socks. I don't know if that's been mentioned, but yeah, good pair of wool socks.
Right. Wool socks have not been mentioned, and that's a good thing to suggest. Also, just to let you know, something weird, if you wanted to.
Thermal underwear.
That if you can keep it in your vehicle, yes. Cliff, it may sound weird. You can put your these on your feet.
Yeah, it's going to be odd though because you're only going to get 3 or 4 toes in there, and then your 5th toe, it's not going to fit in the thumb hole. But yeah, you can use gloves for feet. It's weird.
Well, as wide as my feet are, and wide as my hands are, that might work for my feet.
Yeah, but it's going to sit in a really odd position. It's like using a sock as a glove.
Yeah, I know. I've done that when I was a kid. It does not help.
What did I look at? I still have that. I can't get rid of it.
What? Okay. Okay, it might be an aura, which means you might have a migraine coming.
Nope. I've been drinking water all day.
Okay.
Well, I was going to grab something, and now I forgot what I was going to grab.
Yeah, a lot of us have, SD. A lot of us have. It's not, one thing that we discussed. I mean, I got the, Zippo style hand warmers. We talk about the hot hand stuff, wool mittens.
So I'm going slightly dark mode because it is like driving me insane right now.
But trying to keep each other warm. Sanitary items for if you're stuck longer than 24 hours, like they were in Fredericksburg. It doesn't matter where you're at. If you're stuck and you need to use the restroom, it's going to happen one way or the other. So, and if you have kids with you, especially little ones, it's a definite must-have.
Oh, now I remember what I was going to get. Because I'm weird, I carry it in my sock drawer. One of these dumb things.
Carabiner?
Nope. Surprisingly, this will actually fit around my ankle.
What is it? A pillow?
Dry bag.
Dry bag. Not a bad idea.
Because my original process on this one was going to be to turn this into an emergency clothing kit. So I would end up having like extra pair of socks, underwear too, a t-shirt or 1 or 2 shirts, extra pair of underwear, like an extra pair of pants,
right?
Stuff like that. That's what I had originally bought this thing for, but yeah, for the most part now, it just kind of sits in my drawer doing absolutely nothing. But here's the funny thing. This thing will fit around it like most people's ankles. You can use this as an ankle bracelet, and it will make it through PSA because it's all plastic.
Well, that's cool. And in an emergency situation, you could probably use it as a flotation device.
You can. The greatest thing about this is if you had to, that's 10 liters of, this is a 10 liter. So if I had to, I could put all my water in this, roll it up, and I would still have 10 liters of water. And because it's a dry bag, they're waterproof. They're already lined.
Yep, I've got a tarp. It's right there.
That's the only thing I don't have in my emergency kit is a tarp, but then again, I also have like 2 Mylar blankets chilling in it, so I mean, technically I have a tarp. If push came to shove.
And yes, it's a toiletry bag. Yes, it actually is something I can wear on my pack if I needed to. But I keep my heart medication in here and some other stuff.
I'm like blinded myself with something I really can't see. That's bugging me. It's not nearly as bad now.
Antibiotic ointment, you never know. Is that what I think it is? Nope, that's just regular. That's my toothbrush. No, I like your idea though, Cliff. It was a good one.
Yeah, well, a lot of people will suggest it because, one, if there's ever a situation where you have to be in a wet space, everything in here is dry. Now, I think this was where I got this was like the medium. You can get a 5 liter, a 15 liter, a 25 liter. I think I've seen these things up to like 45 liters. Like you can get a huge one. I just picked up the 10 liter one because if you're by yourself, you're going to have what? 1 to 2 pairs of socks, maybe an extra pair of underwear, 1 to 2 shirts, and like 1 pair of pants.
Yeah.
And that's all you're going to have in it. That's all you're going to need to fit in there.
Actually, that's basically all you need for an emergency change of clothes.
Yeah. And
I would
the only
suggest
reason why I say
layers,
2 to 3. Say what?
I would say something like a undershirt of some kind, something not cotton.
I just have regular t-shirts.
A flannel shirt, a flannel button-up shirt.
Yep.
And like I said, and your jeans and whatever your pants you're wearing.
You can put, if you really want to go just a slight extra mile on this, I would recommend something like these guys, like the little microfiber towels. I'd throw maybe like 1 or 2 of those in there.
Is that those chamois towels?
No, it's just a standard microfiber.
Oh.
But yeah, if you really want, you could get like a swimmer chamois, stick one of those in there. So if you ever get dunked, you can at least dry yourself off and then put on some dry clothes.
Right.
And then bring out your other stuff and then have your other stuff dry. So I would say like a microfiber towel, 1 to 2 of these, one of those swimmer chamois. And aside from that, you're pretty much, for an emergency set of clothes, that's really all you'd need.
Well, hat.
Yeah, but that's only for people who more or less wear hats.
No, a stocking cap for in winter.
Oh, yeah. I actually have a wool one somewhere.
Oh, let me change out hats then. Hats.
Yeah, there you go. I actually have one that has a dual purpose.
What dual purpose is that?
I'll show you. Shit.
Not on the channel, please.
Sorry. I just dumped a bunch of stuff. Okay, never mind. I do have those back there. Never mind. They're not under my bed. Ugh. So I've got this guy right here. Yes, it's almost the same color as my shirt, which is really funny. That's the reason why I bought it, because it was bright freaking yellow. But this is a dang Carhartt. And this thing is stupid there, just to prove that it's a Carhartt. There's the logo. Yep. So I've worn this thing in the wintertime with just a t-shirt on. And
is that an actual coat or is that a vest?
No, it's a hoodie. I got the. Sorry.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I didn't see the sleeves.
That's because I put the sleeves inside. They store easier in the closet when the sleeves are on the inside.
Okay.
I got this thing stuck in there. I got that sleeve out and I can't get it back down. There we go. But yeah, it's just a standard Carhartt hoodie, which I've had for years. This thing was like $70 when I bought it.
Yeah, I've heard that, Grace, but I've heard them called other things too.
But here's mine. This is actually my winter hat. This thing was like $30-$40 when I bought it.
That's a nice one.
So Carhartt again.
A North Face one, I think.
And I like this one because it's kind of like one of those Ushanka hats. So it actually has the.
You know what Jenny actually owns, which is really funny? Have you ever watched Firefly?
Yes.
She has a Jane hat.
Oh, nice.
A good Jane hat. A 1 gallon gas can. We actually have a 2 gallon gas can. But the thing is, you need one that does not leak as vapor, because if you don't, your car will always smell like a fuel, and that's not a good thing.
But yeah, you ready for the dual purpose of this hat?
Yeah, sure.
This is designed as a winter hat. It's hard to put on because of my hair. Oh, my hair ties in the way.
I got one similar to that one out in the car. My balaclava.
Just so you guys can see.
It's Ninja Cliff. Ninja Fox.
So this thing, it's been stretched out because I've had this thing for years. But yeah, essentially, this thing comes down around the ears. So I basically have 2 layers of fabric over the ears.
So if it gets really cold, you can actually wear that instead of a regular mask.
Oh, I've done it before. The only problem is this is like a breathable neoprene, but this thing gets so hot.
Oh, I bet.
And I've actually had ice form like around my nose and mouth. But
yeah, pulled out of the hat, SD. Cliff, if you could find that particular hat on the Carhartt site or anywhere else, if they have them still, could you please post that information in the link as a link in the chat?
Yeah,
that one is actually a pretty cool idea. I like that.
If and when I'm able to go back to Denver, I can actually hit the Carhartt outlet store.
Well, thing is, if we get up there this spring or this summertime,
yeah, I doubt I'm going to be able to make it up there this year. To be honest, I'm going to try, but again, it's going to pretty much be dependent on whether or not I have enough employees at work.
Well, like I said, we're gonna shoot for this summer. Let's see what happens. Winter hats make me itch, so I just use a hood. Well, the thing is, I've had frostbite on the tips of my ears because before I started wearing these, all I would wear was my regular baseball cap. That's it.
Oh, that one's almost over. Jesus. All right, Kemp's die. All right, let me see if I can find Carhartt.
I'm already there.
Well, the thing is, Denver has a massive outlet store.
Right.
So, like I said, if we're up in the Denver area, we can hit the Carhartt the outlet store up there. It's like a hour drive north, but yeah, they still make it. It's the fleece 2-in-1 hat, and they're $25. They come in, well, according to the site, they have them just in camo and blue, but they also make them in orange, light blue,
dark
yellow,
brown, black, and charcoal.
Yeah, I've seen them in they also have the neon green one, like neon green, not my like neon yellow, but like neon straight neon green.
It's all one size fits all.
Yeah.
I would go with either the dark brown or the charcoal. That's not bad.
You can actually get a Rain Defender canvas ear flap cap. They're like $30, but it's the same thing. It's just a normal hat with the Ushanka flaps.
Well, I'm showing that off here.
Oh,
there you go, folks.
Yeah, there you go. Scroll down and show them the You can the Carhartt knit insulated face masks
Oh, I gotta go back.
or the Force helmet liner.
There's the camo one. It's the same. It's like pretty much the same thing,
Yeah, it's like it's a baklava, but like insulated.
right?
Or you can get the Carhartt Yukon Extremes insulated hood. I think that one's rated for like 5 degrees.
This one right here.
I can't see which one. No, scroll down.
That's the bottom of the screen.
Oh, scroll up.
It just says flame resistant force balaclava. That's what
That's the thermal one. You might have. Yeah, I think you already clicked through most of those pages. That's weird. Yours gave a weird loadout than mine did.
Well, there's this one. There's the one I looked at before, which is above the camouflage one.
Yeah.
This one here is, same price. And there's another one over here. And there's this one here. It's got the rain defender canvas ear flap cap. Ian is a big fan of the military issue old khaki winter hats.
So basically, what this one here is just an overhood. So if you're wearing like kind of like what I was wearing, you can put this thing on, and it'll give you a insulated layer.
Okay, cool. Well, there's that, and we're back.
Not too bad for $40 though.
No. Like I said, I found this one here at the Goodwill outlet store, like a lot of the other stuff I found, and get mad prices for these because we get paid by the weight of the item, not by the item. I can't knit to save my life. Jenny knits. I don't.
It's an interesting skill to learn. Oh, look, they got a Where's Waldo hat.
Really?
Yeah, literally, I'm not joking.
What do they call it?
It's a knit pom-pom cuffed beanie, but it's the Where's Waldo hat.
Oh, okay, I think I seen what you were talking about earlier. I found a different one under just accessories.
Oh, I just went down to the stuff, and then I just went down to hats and pulled all the hats up. I think that's why you got a different layout than I did.
Yeah, they got some really nice knit ones.
But yeah, there's that flame resistant baklava.
Right.
Or balaclava.
Oh, you're talking about the Carhartt Yukon Extremes? Is that the one you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, the insulated hood. That basically it's designed to go over some of the like other hoods to give you a bit more of wind chill. This is basically a waterproof hat.
Right.
I guess I can stop sharing. Weird. All right, later, SD. Take care. Thanks for stopping in.
I'll see you on Friday.
No, I have not tried Navage. I don't like anything going up my nose.
Hey, Cliff, go blow your nose.
I don't have to. It's just normal breathing. I'm a fat guy. That's what happens.
Okay, that's cool, Cecilia.
Oh, yep. I haven't seen that in a while. Rubbed my eye too hard earlier. I think now that's what the problem is.
Okay.
I've got this weird squiggly line going around this way on this side.
Well, I think we're.
I feel like that on both sides. Ooh, that's.
I think we kind of exhausted our topic on this one.
Yeah, I just think everybody's getting bored with it.
So we could if you were stuck in a situation like on a back road and you couldn't get out or walk out in a single day, what would you do?
Been there, done that. Cost me $350.
How'd you get out?
Well, me and my buddy walked down to where there were supposedly campsites that's where we were going to, but we ended up going up and down the freaking four-wheel drive trail, which they do not state either on GPS or at the beginning of the trail stating, hey, you need four-wheel drive beyond this point. We got stuck on the other side going down in freaking 8-inch deep mud. So we slept in the back of his truck with our sleeping pads and a tarp tied up and over the cab of everything, which was probably the worst sleep we'd had in God knows. I think we probably only got about 4 or 5 hours, if that.
Right.
Got up in the morning, got our packs on, hiked down to where the campsite is, found some random house up over there that was like down the same road the campsites were on. Screamed at the house until somebody came out, and we were just gonna call somebody and get have them come and pick us up or get us out of there somehow, which would have taken another day or so anyway. But he said that there was a town nearby and they have a tow truck that's four-wheel drive that they can go and get us. I was like, well, if you're willing to take us over there, I can give you. I gave him, I think, like $30 or $40 in gas money just to have him drop us off. It was like a 30-minute drive. We went up there, and that guy pulled my vehicle out, and then I got my buddy's vehicle out because he's not used to driving in conditions like that with a stick shift. So I ended up driving that thing out of there because he was afraid to do it. Penny waste. But yeah, it cost me $350 to get both vehicles unstuck in mud up a hill or up a mountain.
Did your buddy ever pay you back?
No. I can't really blame him because getting his truck out of there caused some damage on the a little bit of damage on the clutch.
Ooh.
So he had to get all of that cleaned up. But yeah, wasn't worried too bad about it. I mean, it is what it is. Stuff happens, and well, sometimes things go well, sometimes things go bad.
Yeah. Cecilia's talking about her slippers that she sent to JV and Grace.
Ooh.
I can never find a pair of slippers or anything like that that'll fit my feet. But
Have you tried the Red Wing?
How wide do they go?
I've seen some wide Red Wings, but you would probably have to check their actual site. That thing is like driving me insane.
Cecilia mentioned once about making me a pair, but the thing is, they're just too. I can't figure out how to measure. I think other than put my foot on a piece of paper and tracing it out.
Oh, I actually have a Red Wing down here. There we go.
They have Red Wing here too. Somewhere. I just don't remember
Shoe
where.
care kits. Ooh, they sell socks.
Well, the thing is, if I need boots or something, I usually go to her.
Oh, I don't think Red Wings do slippers.
Acorn slippers? I'm not familiar with those.
Slipper. Tradesman, what is lightweight footwear? Oh, nah, it's not even slippers. They're just kind of like dad loafer shoes. So I guess not. Red Wings doesn't. I got a pair of slippers here that are stupid wide, and I can only wear them when I'm wearing socks.
Well,
No, these are, so look, these are actually Red Wings, but I've like worn these things out. They're falling apart.
No, not what you were doing. Her suggestion of the acorn slippers. Here, I'll show you. I just found something.
And of course, Gray's live.
Check out these, Cliff.
It's basically a sock with a leather foot.
Right, but
Interesting.
look at the sizes they come in.
2X large. Yeah, well, they can come in that size, but the question is whether or not they still fit your hobbit feet.
Well, the thing is, that's about. I have to look on the size chart that they have for it. You have to have a size set.
Because a 2XL doesn't.
Oh, there it
to
is.
be honest, that doesn't make any difference. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, because extra large is a 10.5 to 11 and a half.
11.5. What's your?
I wear a size 10 lengthwise. Well, that little extra, that's a medium width.
Well, it says
And
right
I'm
there what the
assuming-
width is. 11. 11
So
to
a
12,
2X would probably be better for me with wise.
maybe. But a 2X, but that's going to be like walking in a clown shoe. That thing's going to be like 4 inches longer than your foot.
Well, maybe. There's what I was looking for. I was looking for the bottom.
Yeah, because it'll still, well, if you look down there on the specs, it tells you how wide it is.
Well, the thing is the extra large there is a medium width one. Most of
I
them are
guess, no, I
saying
think that's
wide
just
width on one
considered a
side.
medium. Width is 11 to 12. Here, you know what? I've got full screen. I can see that better. There you go.
Here, let me do a solo layout on these.
No, I can see it. I've got it better on. If I throw my screen on full screen, I can read them better.
Okay.
So width is 11 to 12. Oh, women's is an 11 to 12. Men's is 9 to 10 on the large. And then the extra large, it goes for men, but that doesn't tell you the width of the bottom of the shoe.
The one I'm looking under is for men. I'm looking under the men's size. Oh, you're looking at the boot.
No, I'm going down there where it says the original slipper sock size chart.
You know, I have a 2 extra large foot. Lengthwise, not so much, but yeah. Yeah, if you want to show here, come up here.
$52 for a slipper ain't bad, but who's in the basement? I'm not in the basement.
Lori will be in a
Are you
second.
on the live stream?
I just sent the invite. No, like I said, my foot's big enough. Huge. Even.
Why is your sock sideways?
They slid on me. Because I don't want to show my feet off right now because they're ugly looking. They're dried out big time.
Now, for the most part, Cecilia, I don't really wear slippers. I just wear socks and walk around the house. Or I walk around barefoot.
I generally go barefoot, but I don't want to show my feet right now.
And everywhere, I have tile floor everywhere in my house, and I'm just used to it. It doesn't bother me.
I got carpeting.
I used to, when I lived in Denver, I used to walk around in the snow without socks on. I didn't even care. I used to walk around in the backyard just make tracks.
Because you don't want to see the rest of my feet.
Damn, your feet need sunshine. I said sunshine, not.
No, there's my size of my, we can look at my socks. That's what I wear. I tried wear other things, but I mean, I don't like wearing my boots even at home because my feet.
I'm still wearing my shoes, but that's because I have to keep going in and out of the house.
No, in the summertime though, I wear my sandals. That's a whole different ballgame because I like to keep my toes free.
Grace. Cody, yeah, Cliff Lundeen. No, that guy wore barefoot even in the sand, gravel, the rocks.
No.
That dude never wears shoes.
On the show, he wore wool socks. And in one episode, when he was with Joe, he actually made a pair of slippers out of tire.
Yeah, I remember that one. But other than that, that's only because it was like they were doing that one in the snow, and he was like freezing his feet.
That's where he wore the wool socks. But the other one, the place where he was at, had thorns everywhere. The ground was like littered with thorns, thick 1-inch thorns. I don't have any coconut oil. I've been using where is it?
I use cocoa butter. That stuff works really well.
Oh, that's what she's basically talking about. But I've been using Gold Bond.
Gold Bond, ultra medicated.
Well, I've been trying to get my feet. The thing is, but my feet soak up the stuff faster than I can put it on.
I have that same problem in the wintertime when I get dry. I hate using lotion, but I have to because sometimes the back of my hand gets so dry that when I close my hand, it like it cracks.
Like that?
Yeah, well, your job doesn't require you to constantly wash your hands. I usually wash my hands about 50 times a day.
I do too.
And the washing and drying constantly, it's like the top of my hand looks like sunburnt leather.
Yeah, they had to talk Cody into wearing the socks.
Yeah, I don't know why that man does not want to wear footwear. His reasoning is because you can feel the temperature in the ground just with your feet. I'm like, dude, if you're walking around in barefoot constantly, the calluses on your foot, you ain't gonna feel nothing.
It'd be like wearing tennis shoes anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna have thick hippie feet. Arkansas Living, how's it going?
Thank you for coming.
Corn Huskers lotion. Don't know what that is, but
See, but aren't Cornhuskers from Nebraska?
yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
That's a possibility, Jeffrey. Or Jefferson. I keep calling you Jeffrey. I don't know why. Sorry. It's Jefferson.
Okay, I keep on thinking Jefferson Airplane every time I see that.
Yes, I do too. That's why I keep doing
Not
that.
Jefferson Starship, not Starship, but Jefferson Airplane.
Oh, I see the whole band back when they were one band and not everyone croaking and separating by name.
Yep. That's why they went from Jefferson Airplane to Jefferson Starship to Starship.
And I think at this point they're just ship.
I've never heard of Cornhuskers oil, to be honest. I haven't. But my feet, because I was telling you this offline on Instagram, my feet sweat in my boots constantly. And by the time I come home every day, my feet are soaked as if I was standing in water all day. And then as soon as I take my boots off, they dry out like nobody's business.
Well, the good news is if you were ever underwater without your shoes on after work, you'd be able to grip onto everything.
Pretty much, yeah. Thomas Jefferson. Oh, okay. Interesting choice. I guess my winter survival topic, kind of played out for the most part.
We kind of derailed on that one.
Yeah, well, we tried.
There's really only so much you can put into it because, like I said earlier, you don't want to go into a full extensive kit unless you're planning on getting stuck in the snow.
Well, that's
you just kind of want something basic in your car to keep yourself from freezing if there is ever an event that you get stuck in the snow.
Right. Actually, I do see something of Ian's that would probably work really well in that kind of situation where you don't plan on getting stuck. That's the whole point. You don't plan. You plan on I would rather plan for getting stuck and having the stuff there than not planning and not having it.
That's the thing. It's hard to plan for something if you don't know what's going to happen. But as anybody who watches Survival on Purpose, I think was it Survival on Purpose?
Here comes Lori.
Yeah, Survival on Purpose. He always says,
hello. Hey. Jeez.
Let me get you on solo for that one. Okay, that's pretty good grip on there. Those would make some really good camp socks when I'm backpacking.
They're warm.
Those fleece on top?
Yeah. Well, this is
fleece in the front, knit in the back.
This is like knit here, and then this is that sheepra stuff.
Right.
And then the top feels like it has elastic in it here.
Okay.
Whoops. Hold on.
Upside down, sideways, backwards, inverted.
They look comfortable.
They are.
Do they need any kind of inserts or anything if you wear them long term, or are they just flat on the inside?
I'm feeling right now.
Somebody get rid of the crap. Sorry, trash.
Get
rid of the trash.
They're springy inside. It feels like it's got like a really bouncy inside.
Okay. It does look like it'd be pretty cool to have.
I mean, these are gross because I've had them a long time, but.
What size are they?
This is a woman's
Does it say on the bottom?
9.5.
Okay.
But I mean, I wear these out in the snow. I don't care.
That's cool.
Yeah. And my house is old, so, you know, I wear them around the house too.
Our house is old. Ours was built in,
What?
how old is our?
35.
1935.
Yeah. This is 1920 here.
Okay, ours is just a little newer than yours, not by much.
Yeah. All right. Let's check into that. My son
Oh, I
has
already
some-
got the site up. I was
What?
gonna. I got the site up as soon as you told me about it. I searched
Okay.
it.
All right, cool. All right. I'm going to bed.
Thank you.
See
Sleep
you
well.
later.
Night, Lori.
Good night. Bye.
Like, hey, Cliff. Ian has this.
Oh man.
A German canteen, insulated canteen.
I'm surprised that thing still has the original cap.
This is a modern German canteen.
So roughly what, 20 ounces, maybe 24?
It's more than that. It's probably about a liter inside. But you can't do anything else. I mean, this is come with like foam rubber or something.
Yeah, it's. Who's in the basement?
Okay. He showed us kangaroos before. Steve.
Too hot for kangaroos at the moment, guys.
Dang, no kangaroos.
Hey, it looks like
Nah.
looks like Steve's driving down his driveway.
No, I'm heading out to a house. I've got a brown snake in a shed, and I've got to go grab.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You don't want to get bitten by one of those things.
Arkansas, if you have a link for that stuff, let me know. I would love to see it.
No, you don't want to be bitten by those guys. They'll ruin your afternoon very big time.
Oh yeah, those things are almost as bad as cottonmouths and death adders.
Yeah,
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 not
no,
one
I
of
think
the
Mallory's still here.
snake.
Number 2 in the world, baby. Number 2.
Wow, Cecilia's house is from 1892. Wow.
Jeez. And the
Mine's-
house is older than all of us combined.
Mine's 1936. And Lori's was 1920.
Ours was 80. No, mine's 1986.
Hey, Cliff, if it's
84?
86, that's the year I graduated high school.
Yeah, well, my dad built this house.
I know.
I
Well, you
think
helped
when
him-
we moved, I was 6 or 7.
That's cool, though.
No, actually, no, I'm sorry. When we moved to Denver, I was 10 and a half. Because
So
we
how
moved
you
up in
doing,
91.
Steve? How you doing, brother?
Hey, Cliff, you're gonna love our high tunnels. We've got the shade cloth on them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we don't look like hobos now. They look really nice.
Yeah, I saw the last one, the last video the missus did with the when she had the roosters out and she was feeding them and she was getting all the aphids off of the was it the leeks and the cabbage and all that over there in the garden?
Oh yeah.
Now,
Yeah, the audio
Yeah.
sounded great, man. Those new wireless mics are really nice.
Mate, I would thoroughly recommend that if anyone's having trouble with audio, making videos like with wind and everything, those lapel microphones are freaking awesome.
how do you use them on GoPros?
Not sure how they go on a GoPro. There's a receiver unit that sits on top of our camera, so it sits in the same spot as the shotgun microphone. But yeah, I don't know how they'd go on a GoPro.
Is
I'd have
it
to look.
USB or is it micro USB connection?
So it's got a standard pin connector into the microphone jack on the camera,
I don't
and then
know.
it's got a micro SD card in it that just plugs straight into the computer.
All right, I don't have anything on this one. That might be on a higher one than this.
Yeah,
I
I can understand that, Cecilia. I actually have
Yeah.
a little suggestion for a question for Steve.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand where you live. You don't have the conditions we have here. Do you guys have different needs in winter to summer compared to what we do? Because I know your seasons are swapped compared to ours. I understand that.
Yeah, our summers, where I am, much milder than you. Well, I'm assuming where you guys are, a lot milder. So we don't get snow. We get down to down to freezing, but we just don't get any snow here. So and we don't get the waterfall rainfall that a lot of places get as well. So we're limited to about 20 to 25 inches of rain a year. That's winter and summer combined. So, probably very similar to what Cliff has to put up with.
Yeah, dry weather, dry weather, dry weather. Oh, wait, did I mention dry weather, hot dry weather, and the occasional rainstorm?
Yep.
No, monsoon is like what they have in Phoenix.
Yeah, that's what they call it down here. They call it monsoon season, but half the time during monsoon season, we get like 8 inches of rain, and it's done for the rest of the year. We'll get like little sprinkles here and there, and the only reason I fill up my water barrels is because I have like 200 or 300 square feet of roof.
Yeah, we had a storm coming through the other day, and they said it was going to be 3 inches of rain over the weekend, and I think we barely got enough to settle the dust.
Lori's still here, even though she said she was going to bed. We actually were doing a discussion tonight about emergency kits for winter here in the States, due to the fact that over in Fredericksburg, Virginia, some cars were stuck on the interstate for 24 hours in the snow.
Wow. All right, sorry guys, I've just arrived. I have to go.
Well, if you can come back later, come back. If you can't, that's
all right.
fine.
I'll let you know how I get on.
Okay.
All right.
Be well, brother. Thank you.
Steve.
All right. Stay away from the body bits, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. See you, dude.
Later.
Okay, bag bomb in the green can. I'm not familiar with that one, Lori.
I actually am, surprisingly. I know what she's talking about. That's a good one too. It's kind of like it's up there with like O'Keefe's.
Well, we have something around here called Utter Bomb.
Yep.
It's supposed to be pretty good.
I've run across that one a few times.
I don't know how well it'd be for my feet, though. I don't know. I mean, that's my biggest problem is my feet.
A lot of that stuff is designed for hands. They'll say hands only, but I mean, you can put it on your feet. If it's good enough for your hands, it's good enough for your feet. And remember, you eat things with your hands, not your feet. So
no, but I walk on my feet, and my feet crack, and they get hurt. They're sore.
Yeah, that's what it's designed for. It's designed to help repair the dry damage.
Right. I'm
But
thinking
you have
about
to
if I get
let your
something like
feet
that, I
air out long enough.
I put it in a big square container and put my feet in it and just let my feet soak. If that was the case.
Well, you could also do an Epsom salt soak on your feet too. That'll help as well.
I generally try to go barefoot in the summertime, but I can't do it in the wintertime. And in this house, it's a little different.
Well, you have carpet, so you should still be able to walk around most of the places without your shoes on.
I understand that, but I mean, the carpet, who knows how old the carpeting is exactly in this place.
If you're that worried about getting things in your feet from a carpet.
That's not so much sharp stuff, it's just things.
Carpet fibers, dust mites, who knows?
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure they steam cleaned the carpets a few times before they, let you guys move in.
Yeah, they did. They actually brought in, the rug doc, get rid of the rug doctor and had it cleaned and all that stuff. It's just the fact is, with the dry air of this house, with the radiated heat and all that stuff, it gets a little tough. Okay, let me check that link.
7 fluid ounces. That's probably like $12.
They have one with a larger one?
Well, you can probably find it, but you just Google corn huskers oil. Let's see.
Or I can just put the same link, the name in, and just not the ounces. See what happens. Oh, they only come in 7 ounces.
Yeah, just about everything. Yeah, $22 for a 7-ounce bottle. Good Lord. All I can find it on is Amazon. That's kind of funny. Oh, wow, man. Walmart closes at 11. I did not know that. Those guys used to be open 24/7.
Yeah. Okay, I've heard of, there's tea tree oil.
Yep,
There's
that's a good one too.
Something called Healthy Feet.
Yeah, and there's also, you can find O'Keefe's.
That's what I was talking about. O'Keefe's is the Healthy Feet.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, there's the O'Keefe's Working Hands. You can get that too. That comes in a little green tin. Kind of looks like a roll of frog tape.
Gold Bond has their own softening cream, but my feet don't need softening. They just need, I got dry, cracked feet.
And they need repairing.
And there's Dr. Scholl's Severe Cracked Heel Balm. But I'm not.
Actually, I forgot Dr. Scholl's even made that stuff. Oh, that stupid halo finally went away.
That's good.
It was in my left eye, which was weird. It was on this side of my left eye. So anytime I looked at anything off the right-hand side, I kept seeing this weird, like, fuzzy half-circle halo.
That's why I called it a halo. You might be having a migraine soon.
Dude, I don't feel like I have a headache at all, because normally they roll in and you can feel them coming. But no, I feel fine. I think I rubbed my eye weird, and I've done it before numerous times. Where if you just rub your eye the wrong way,
we have a small humidifier, Cecilia, just not enough big enough. We have 1,800 square plus feet of this house that we have to take care of, and it's a lot of square footage. I need pedicures. I've never had a pedicure in my life, Grace.
I've cured a pet before, but I cured it of living, but that was an accident.
Cornhusker. Okay, I don't know how much 7 ounces is going to last me though.
Not very long. 7 ounces, probably, if you're lucky with your feet, probably a week.
Probably I need a bottle per foot.
Well, it's oil. You don't want to. The more oil you put in there, the more it absorbs into your skin, and then you're going to be all feeling really weird.
Well, it'd be better than dry, cracked feet because it hurts.
Yeah, I'm weird. I wear leather boots all day long, but I never have any issues.
Mine are not American made. They're from overseas.
Probably using a thicker leather.
Well, like I said, my feet are literally soaked. I mean,
I think you just need different socks.
This is what I've been wearing right here. I've been using. So that's all I got. And a lot of the times when I'm on the streams, you'll see me leaning over and doing this. I'm not scratching my feet. I'm actually putting lotion on my feet.
Oh, and I thought you were rubbing your legs because of your other issue.
No, that one has actually been doing okay.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. This one here is my feet. I don't have my jammies on today, so I'm just wearing my.
I know this is going to sound really weird and probably extremely gross, but rub some grease on the bottom of your foot.
Well, I'll just use the lotion. It's a little bit more sanitary.
Grease is technically sanitary as long as you don't ingest it.
Yeah, I'm just.
I mean, have you ever just seen a mechanic just reel over and die? Those guys are usually covered head to like toe in grease.
Right.
And they'll sit there and they'll, wipe up their hands a little bit, and then they'll just sit there and eat lunch. They don't care.
No, I mean,
I have yet to see a mechanic just up and fall over dead just because of grease.
Well, the thing is, the problem with my boots, though, folks, is that they don't breathe at all. And
oh, gross! No, Lori just made my skin crawl.
Vicks, maybe petroleum.
I can't do Vicks. I stay away from that. That mentholatum is way too strong for my nose.
Well, this stuff works if I use it long enough, and I'm off my feet for a while.
But you got to be off your feet for more than 12 hours.
Yeah. Because of my leg issue, I actually have to have my feet up in the air for about a half an hour before I go to bed, with this help with the circulation. And I haven't even done the other side. I'm just doing 1 foot right now.
I can't do it. Lori, I can't do Vicks at all. If I do any of it, it's usually just like a small amount because I have a really sensitive nose for smell, which despite what you guys might think just by hearing me constantly snorting my own snot, but yeah, I have a really good sniffer, and the smell of that stuff drives me insane.
Vicks is the only time I ever use Vicks is on my chest for a chest cold and a little bit under my nose, just for the same reason.
Yeah, see, my thing with it is I don't want it on my sheets, and I do not sleep with a t-shirt on. I do not want Vicks oil all over my sleeping space.
Makes sense. I'll have to see about that. But I just don't like people touching my feet. It just because I'm not really. Yeah, I do a lot of walking.
Yeah, I'm not a manicure or pedicure person. It's not like I'm sitting here trying to.
We'll get our mani-pedis while we're in Denver.
God, I know at least like 4 places we could probably go. That's the sad part. Assuming they're still in business in those locations. Actually, no. You know what? That barber's not there anymore. That guy went out of business ages ago.
Probably Jefferson. She probably did read the instructions wrong.
There, just mute myself every time I do it. That way, Lori can't complain. Or Cecilia, they can't complain.
What?
Oh, when I snort my snot. And yeah, I can't do Vicks and then put socks on my feet. That drives me nuts. Because basically, when you think about it, the minute you put your sock on, you're wiping all of the stuff off the bottom of your feet to the top of your foot or to the back of your calf. So then all you're doing is burning the back of your leg instead of actually helping your feet.
Thing is, when I wear my hiking boots for long periods of time, my feet don't get this way.
Well, it's because your hiking boots are breathable.
Exactly. But I can't wear my hiking boots at work. And my hiking boots are like a couple pounds lighter as well.
Well, yeah, dude. First off, your hiking boots aren't steel toe.
Actually, mine are more a composite toe, but the same thing. But they still.
No, you got that hard, like plasticky rubber front.
No, actually, they have a raised ridge on the toes, but on the inside is a cup that's steel. Protect your feet.
Yeah, I just use regular hiking boots because it went up for some reason in the woods. I'm not worried about things falling on me.
I can understand that. It's almost like Cliff eating nothing but junk food on your channel and no fresh veggies.
I'm not a veggie person. I can eat carrots and stuff, but I just for the most part, I don't eat veggies. No, I can eat like carrots and radishes and all that stuff. I just usually don't because I prefer to eat meat. Well, again, Cecilia, that's why I keep muting myself when I'm doing it, because that way you don't have to hear it. When it's not as bad. All right, folks, 1 minute. I'm just kidding. Just messing.
I'm sort of looking at the time and go, okay. I might give myself another half hour, and that's it. But, yeah, I'm trying to get my feet to heal. It just takes me a while. I just make sure I don't wear. I mean, in the summertime, they're not as bad.
Oh, gross, Lori over here trying to make you do a crusty feet soup. Mallory's still listening. She's probably still checking out music for next week.
No, she's
assuming
doing
you can get it to stay
video.
on.
She's doing the stuff for her wedding video. She stated that when she first came in.
Well, I remember she said something about music for the next video.
No, her wedding video.
She's working on more of that.
I'm going way back here.
Yeah, I can only go so far and then the chat disappears. Like, I think
If you
it gives
keep
me
on-
like 20 minutes.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm all the way up to where it's Hawkeye last said supposed to be 11. Oh man, what was the timestamp on that one?
8:24.
Oh wow, way over here. So 7:24. So that would be.
If you keep on scrolling up, Cliff, give it a shot. I'm not sure if you can do it or not.
Yeah, I got it right here.
You should be able to go up higher.
No, I can only scroll to 7 hours, and so basically to the 15-minute mark into it. That's the last bit of scrolling I can do.
I can scroll all the way back to the beginning.
Well,
I
that's
think
because
I paid for
it's
my
your live stream.
I also paid for my subscription to get more memory and all other crap.
That has nothing to do with it. Well, I might be able to do that on. Let's see. Yeah, I can do it on StreamYard side, but YouTube only lets you go so far.
Oh yeah, I was talking about StreamYard side.
Yeah, I can do the same thing. I can scroll all the way up on the comments for that one, but YouTube only lets you go back so far.
Now my feet right now are cracked and very sore. Not in the normal places. It's like right in the middle of my foot. No, I am not diabetic. I've been tested. It's just like I said, my boots are really bad.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of Carney Ellison, please.
Get on that. Get out of there. Get out of my channel. Get it. Go away. Suck on every worst possible thing you can think of and go chew on that.
I blocked it.
I still beat you.
Probably.
Wasn't a different. I had to click 3 different screens just to get over here.
No, I've got the lotion on.
Somebody unhid them. Get off.
I didn't.
Whoever hit, I hid them, and somebody must have unhid them, and then I got them again.
Okay, I blocked them.
Or maybe you hid them, and maybe I unhid them.
Probably.
Oh no, Grace, you got it. Grace hit it, and then
you undid it. Then I put it back.
I think it's gonna get undone again. Crud. Let's see here. Oh no, we're good. I think we're all right.
Yeah. I was hidden by me.
It's not as bad.
Unhidden by Grace, then hidden again by Grace.
Yeah, because you hid them. I deleted and timed them out, and then I hit the other one.
No. Okay. Grace got them first. Then you. Then it was hidden by me. Then unhidden by Grace. Then hidden by Grace. We got it. It took a team effort, but we got it.
Yeah, I usually see those things right away. They're getting worse and worse. They're starting to pop up everywhere now, like in the droves. That's the third one we've hit now in this live stream.
Probably. I got one right off the bat before you even got here. I'm not sure. I got to go back and see if I can find it.
Really? That one was right at the beginning? Oh, no. Yeah, I saw that one. It was like the third comment in. Little turds.
Demir Nakan.
Yeah, Demir Nakan.
It was right after you got here. Literally.
Like 9 minutes in. Yeah, freaking sacks. They got nothing better to do. Wool socks. Wool socks are not the greatest thing in leather boots.
Now, finding 100% wool socks is hard. I can find the merino
synthetic blends,
the blend ones, but not the 100% wool ones.
Like I said, check with Sockwell. Sockwell's got some really good socks, but those are usually like compression socks, kind of, sort of.
I don't really need compression socks.
Yeah, that's what these guys are. I have 2 or 3 sets of socks. These ones weren't the compression. I managed to find some that weren't compression socks, but you can find compression socks. Damn it, get off here. But yeah, I got these ones. These ones were really good socks, to be honest.
Hey,
I really enjoyed them.
Either lower your camera or raise them up. I can't see them.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I don't know why my camera's up so high. Yeah, there's my wool socks.
Okay, now those would be great for when I'm hiking in the wintertime. That's about it.
Yeah, these ones are actually, I made the dumb mistake of putting these things on last year during one of our colder days, but I was also wearing my minus 25 degree wet winter shoes. Which are these bad boys. They're a little dusty, but yeah, these ones are. So you can see that.
Keen, right?
And these guys are.
I usually hike in the summertime, Lori.
Yeah, these are
But I
like
have
European boots, huh?
I'm answering Lori's question.
Oh, gotcha.
But lately, I've been doing a lot more hiking in the wintertime when I go hunting with Ian. And we haven't done ice fishing too much, but we're planning on doing that too.
Yeah, I like these things. These things have like Thinsulate inside of them, which is crazy.
I can't wear Keens because they don't come in the width I need.
I got lucky with these ones. I actually got the right sizing, which is amazing. But the one thing I absolutely love about these is the insert.
I get my inserts from Jenny.
That's a wool insert.
Oh,
You got the foam on the backside where you need it, but it's a wool insert,
well, that's cool.
which is insane.
My
See,
the boots that I like to wear, but I need new ones.
See if I can get that on screen.
You can see how wore these out.
Yeah. See, that's a thermal insole right there. Love these things.
These are New Balance,
Actually, New Balance makes some good shoes.
and they're supposed to be waterproof. I'm sure well you can see that right there. And when I get them, I usually waterproof them again because I've got the waterproofing for that. But I've wore out several dozen pairs of these things. It seems like because I try to get new ones, but since the pandemic happened, I can't get my boots in anymore. Unless someone has seen a size 6'10", 6E, hiking boot out there somewhere.
Somewhere on these, I know. Here it is. Now these are waterproof, which, in my opinion, I don't think they'd be 100% waterproof, but they might be. Somewhere on here, it actually says what these things are rated to. It's like negative 25 degrees. Oh, here it is. It's on the side of the boot. Yeah, 25 degrees, minus 25 degrees or minus 32 Celsius. And it's a 200-gram insulation. So this combined with a wool sock, and I'm like roasting. My feet are like sweating like they're walking on a volcano. Get back in there, insert. There we go. They're super comfortable, though.
Oh, I bet.
Like, super comfortable. And what I like about these ones is these are actually designed for snow gators. So they actually have on the front here, they actually have the little connecting D-ring. There you go. But yeah, I like these ones. They're actually really comfortable, like super comfortable boot. What does it say? Dual climate rubber. So it's designed for hot and cold use. I guess I know Mallory's probably still listening, but Mallory, I still have these things and I have not had a chance to make them. Poutine, folks. Lori, okay, I got 3 packs of poutine mix, and I haven't even had a chance to use these.
By the way, Cliff, if I ever can get you to come here, there's a place I would love to take you called the Royal Mile.
Ooh,
British. It's a British place, and they have poutine for fries and stuff there.
ooh. I want to get some Canadian poutine. I want to just munch down a whole pallet of that.
Actually, one thing I was looking for here that I'm having trouble finding is a peppered gravy mix that I only found in the past at Walmart.
Yeah, I think they're the only ones, for the most part, they're the only ones that are really going to carry the peppered gravy mix. But in all honesty, I mean, all you literally have to do for peppered gravy mix is just add pepper.
Well, I know, but the thing is, this is pre-mixed. I don't have to add anything. It's got everything just the way I like it. And it only just add water.
I almost threw my list on the floor here.
I'll show you.
Change of clothes, yeah, blanket, sleep bag. Oh, those ones.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those ones in forever.
And I can order it online, but I just can't find it at the stores.
Yeah, you can find the smaller packs. I want to say not the Oh my god, what the heck are they? I buy the stuff all the time, and I usually use it for sloppy joes when I make a really fancy spaghetti.
But I'm going to get the 24-ounce version for $3.84. I can get for $20. I can get like a whole bunch of that stuff. That stuff is really, really
$3.84
good.
for a pack. But if that pack is that big, net weight is 1 pound for that bag.
Yeah.
Do you know how much gravy that could make? Good Lord.
It lasts us a while. I like Morrison's better. We tried Pioneer. It's not as thick.
I'll be right back, folks.
We know there's other kinds out there, but I mean, there's Pioneer and there's different. I want to get the, well, I guess one from, oh, no, that's not too bad. Here, I got one to show you. Let me see here. It's just as good, I guess. This is the one. It's got 3 pounds. One of those for $10.07. That's not bad. Yeah, but the thing is, I like the mixture that we have. We know exactly what we need. It just tasted watery to me. We used exactly the amount we needed, and it just didn't taste right. To each their own, Grace. You might like it. We didn't. This is what we always used. But it's pretty good. So that's 4.5 pounds of peppered gravy mix. I'm not that skilled, unfortunately. But I do like my biscuits and gravy. And that stuff works really well when I'm on the trail. You just get some sandwich bags set up for it, and you just add hot water. You're good to go. And biscuits, you can make ahead of schedule for the trail, and just it works out really, really well when you're backpacking. I'm not sure how much backpacking you've guys done, but like I said, that stuff works great when you're on the trail. And you could throw in if you have some ready cooked sausage, ground sausage, it's amazing. Or ground venison or whatever.
Ground baby feet.
No, but Cliff, check this out. Check out the size of this pack I found on Amazon.
What is it? 4 pound bag?
Oh, almost. Three 1.5 pound bags for about 4.5 pounds.
Jesus.
For $10.07.
That's crazy.
But that would be a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of but I kind of agree with Jefferson on that one. I love making my own homemade gravy. I am good at it.
I'm not.
I'm like really good at it. I mean, really all you need is bouillon, and you can do either white gravy or brown gravy, and it literally just depends on the bouillon you use.
Well, like I was saying, for something, you put a little bit of this into a Ziploc bag, and I have it with the biscuits I already have made. and just pour that over with some hot water. Yep. I'm good to go. So it's just an easy trail food. You know what I mean? The only issue is the main issue I have with that doing that is cleanup. That's
Drink it.
No, I mean it still coats the pan, whatever pan I'm cooking it in.
Lick it clean.
I can't. My face doesn't fit inside the bowl.
Oh, I mean, if you're using a bowl, yeah, I guess supposedly most of the time you would probably cook that in a pot. I usually do anyway.
Well, it's good for one meal. That's pretty much it. But I use it for breakfast mainly because I try to eat heavy at the beginning of the day, a little lighter at noon, then heavier at night before I go to bed.
I prefer to eat heavy at night. That way I don't have to worry about being hungry the rest of the night. Because you don't want to start your day off with like basically eating a brick for breakfast and then trying to hike with that in your stomach.
I don't. Well, but if I had time, I usually go with a breakfast skillet with, made into burritos. A two-person breakfast skillet will make me a bunch of burritos.
You know what? Maybe that's a video I
another
should
one.
do.
Get it?
Oh, Grace will probably get it first. I'm not even on the right tab. Remove.
Who got it?
We'll find out here in a second. Yep.
I'm
going to put him in timeout. Let's see. Oh, you got him first?
Yeah.
Like I said, I was on the wrong page.
I was on my StreamYard side when he popped up.
Yeah, so was I, and I had to go over there and click off my thing and pop up my window. But I got the timeout on him. But maybe that's what I should do. I should do a video on making gravy.
I like peppered gravy over just, because I don't, that's the only time I ever use gravy is on my biscuits. Or if I'm doing SOL or SOS or whatever. Because I don't like gravy generally.
See, I love gravy. I can eat brown gravy, white gravy, blue gravy if you really want to get funny and add a couple of drops of food coloring, but then it's just going to look like mold. And then, no.
Orange gravy.
Can you imagine Tang flavored gravy?
If it's Tang flavored gravy, you know what that means?
Yeah, I'm barfing everywhere because that's going to be the worst taste ever.
Technicolored rainbow.
Ooh. But no, Grace, if you ever want to learn to make gravy, I can help you with that. I've been making gravy since I was a kid, and I love doing it.
I bet Johnny could do it too. But
I bet Johnny makes a good gravy.
But I'm one of those people who generally eats things that require gravy plain. Like mashed potatoes, plain.
So I can eat mashed potatoes plain. If they're really soft and fluffy, I just throw some cheese on her and I can eat them that way.
No. When I mean plain, nothing.
Yeah, I don't like just straight. Well, no, never mind. I don't think I can eat potatoes, but they have to have a little bit of flavor.
Fart blanket? Do I really want to know? Cliff, do I want to know?
I'm about to Google it just to see what the heck she's talking about.
Is that the same thing as a Dutch oven?
Fart blanket gift box by Dutch Oven Kits. Comfy original microfiber and Sherpa blankets. Interesting.
What is it?
They call it a fart blanket, but it looks like a poncho tarp, like a poncho.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just basically a microfiber and Sherpa.
Oh.
That thing would probably be super hot.
Well, mainly for a winter type situation.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Oh, what's that one? That blanket thing that people wear nowadays.
Whoobies?
Well, not whoobies. Whoobies are a whole different ballgame. According to the military, you can't beat a good whoopie.
No, you really can't.
No.
Are you talking about the wool blanket, the jackets, the Adirondack jackets?
No. It's something else. It looks like a robe, but it's not. It's worn like a robe.
Those stupid Snuggies?
Snuggies, that's it.
Yeah,
This-
did I say Adirondack? My bad. Adirondack is a chair style. Yeah, the Anorak jackets. Yeah, no, those. That's basically, dude. I don't know what idiot thought it would be a great idea to just basically turn a robe around, completely remarket it, and have millions of idiots buy it.
a smart one, apparently.
I'm like, I caught on to that thing the first time I saw a commercial on that for like late night when it was on. Good Lord. Back when, what's his name from that used to do these things way back in the day? I can't remember. It was Billy Blanks.
Yeah, before
Back
he
when
passed
Billy
away.
Blanks was doing those infomercials, I remember seeing that. I'm like, who's dumb enough to buy a backwards robe? But apparently, a lot of people are dumb.
Hey, Fairy, how you doing?
I know what a romper is.
We got a fairy. We got a firefly and a fairy.
Ooh, Apocalyptic Lake Fairy, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a long minute.
How's Bigfoot? That's his wife.
I haven't seen Bigfoot Prepper in forever either.
I was on when I was up on Prepping 101's channel the other day. He was up there.
Yeah, I was on when you had mentioned something about Heath being on. I was like, wait, Heath is on? So I just sat in his live for just like listened to it in the background.
I was on Heath's. I watched Heath's live. I wasn't on it.
Well, I meant like in the comments when you had mentioned that you were in there the other day. I was like, oh, I didn't even know.
I saw you.
On.
I said hi.
Yeah, I said hi to a few people in there too because I recognized a bunch of people.
That's true, Jefferson.
Well, here's the thing with that. A lot of people don't know they don't need that survival gear because they watch a lot of these YouTube channels that go through and talk about all the survival gear, and it's on a low-end budget. So you got millions of people thinking that just because a YouTuber with 2 million subs says it's a good buy, they go out and buy it and realize it's a hunk of trash.
Well, there's a new one that I just watched with the Out There Gear Review about this tent.
Oh my God, that flat pack stove that was absolute trash.
No, this was one after that. That one's, yeah, I would never buy that. But this was the 4-season tent that he was talking about.
Oh, the Hilleberg one?
Yeah. That one
That's
looked
not
awesome.
a trash tent. That's a $400 tent.
No, that's a $700 tent.
Well, yeah, $700 tent plus if you want to make it a summer tent, you have to buy the $300 summer insert.
$200 to $300, yeah, summer, yeah, the mesh insert.
Yeah, so basically you're spending $1,000 for a tent to both use it in the summertime and as a 4-season tent.
Now, here's the question: as the winter setup is 5 pounds, would the summer one be even lighter?
It should essentially be lighter because remember that the winter setting was all siding. There was no mesh to it at all.
Oh, there was a little bit of breathe up at the top, if you remember.
Yeah, there's a vent at the top, but that was like it. But you don't want a lot of vent space in there because you want to trap all that.
I would so buy that if I had the money. Because that 5 pound thing, that's lighter than what I'm carrying now.
Yeah, I think my 2-person Kelty tent was like 7.5 pounds.
Thank you for coming and listening.
But even my Kelty tent wasn't a 4-season, even though I took it out in the wintertime and it had no problems. Just because of the pull system.
If I take my French Army Commando tent out in this weather, forbid whatever that happens, I would definitely put this over the top of it. And I would use my heavy duty material I got from work for the footprint to sort of act like a heat reflector underneath to help.
Yeah, see, I usually cheat. I'll just throw like a 6x5 tarp on the bottom.
Well, I could put another one of the tarps on the bottom too, but this
and
one.
And then I use one of those. They're the actual survival blankets, not the $2.50 Mylar sheets. An actual survival blanket. I put that on the inside, foil side up.
Right.
And then usually I'll have a blanket on the bottom, air mattress, and then whatever sleeping system you're on. So
the only thing I would have to make sure I do in my tent would be the fact that I have windows on the side. I'd make sure those are Velcroed shut.
Well, so, see, the thing is, mine didn't even have that. I have most of my tent on the inside is mesh because it's really only designed as a 3-season tent. But I have taken that thing out in the wintertime.
I have
Easiest
not
thing to
taken
do
mine
is
out.
basically stake your sides because my side panels come out about 6-8 inches for airflow. You just stake them straight down, which traps more of that heat in there because that's my canopy almost touches the ground. There's I think it's 2 inches around the entire frame of that thing
Oh
that
man,
skirt sits above.
okay, Lori, I would look so stupid in one of those rompers. To be honest, I would. My belly would be sticking out so far, I wouldn't be able to get the dang buttons shut. I'm way too fat. Oh, Cliff's typing something.
I'm trying to think when did I buy that? 96, 97? I'm trying to find my oops. That's not the one I bought.
I do want to pick up some new
Oh my god, I keep
long
missing why is
johns, or at
Some
least a
what?
thermal shirt and thermal underwear. But I'm not really sure if I can find something that'll be comfortable for me to wear.
I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of my old tent or I still have it. It's just in a very rough condition because I've had that thing for 25 plus years. Ooh, I do not think I'm going to find it. That tent that's an ancient tent. And by ancient, I've actually been half tempted to call Kelty and see if I can send it in to have them fix it. I've got my entryway zippers going bad on it, and then I actually have a rip in the bathtub flooring on the back side,
Right.
where it connects to the stakeout point. That's it's
Definitely
finally
see
starting
that.
to give on me.
Now, here's what my tent looks like, Cliff.
Give me a second.
See, that's
Oh
what
yeah, it's basically just the military style pup tents.
yeah. But the thing is, the difference is along this wall here is a screen lengthwise all the way
Yeah,
down.
the ventilation screen.
Yeah, but it's on both sides. And well, on mine, it's got the little vent up here. But mine also has a secondary screen on the inside and the outer flaps. So only the vents would be up here at the top of this side and the opposite side. But this is what the desert camo looking ones look like. That's what it looks like full, so it's set up.
Well, those are designed so you can throw a short cot in there.
Well, they're supposed to be 2-person, but
yeah, but I mean they're still designed so you can throw a low ground cot in there without being on the ground directly. But when you're in the military, it's not like they're going to supply you with a 4-inch high cot.
But I've changed mine a little bit. I've added loops at all the 4 corners, all the tie downs on the ground, and all these right here are the same stakes. I'm going to change out the stakes soon. And I got rid of these poles here and exchanged them for my hiking
poles,
and which reduced the weight of overall quite a bit. And then I waterproofed the crap out of it. But I have both an inner door and an outer door, but the 2 vents on either end plus the side ones. So a tarp over the top of that might give me a little bit more as like a rainfly situation.
Rainfly / thermal retention.
Yeah.
We got about 1 minute, folks, just FYI. Unless Colin wants to continue to go.
No, I really need to start packing my stuff up and get ready because I got to be at work at 5 a.m. Unfortunately.
I still cannot find my tent.
And thank you for keeping track. I totally lost
Actually,
track.
I just looked up and just happened to see the fact that we only have a few minutes left.
But
I was like,
I want to thank everybody for coming. Thank my co-host as well. He is my brother, as by another mother, as the saying goes. Thank you, Cecilia. Thank you, Lake Ferry. Thank you, Jefferson, Lori, Grace, PA. I know he was in here earlier.
We'll definitely have to look up the model again.
South was here. I'm going.
He's probably still here lurking.
Arkansas, thank you for coming. Evan, thank you for coming. And Mallory, definitely thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
Good night, everybody. Once again, we do appreciate everybody who showed up tonight. Thank you
Good night,
for
SD. I know you're already gone, but thank you for coming.
And good old Steve, which
Steve,
unfortunately he'll be gone when he comes back.
Yeah, well, we had Ramona Perez, who was here for a little bit. Thank you. Blake,
Yes.
who was here just momentarily. Thank you for coming. Let's see, make sure I don't forget anybody.
I think we got everybody.
I'm going all the way up just to make sure. But Evan was Hawkeye was in here for a little bit. He's from Iowa City. Let's see here. Wow, I didn't know. I had a lot more people in here than I thought. Oh, Peter Kettler was here for a little bit.
Yeah, I knew we were missing one somewhere.
And there was another one.
Arkansas Living.
I said Arkansas.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, it was another person. Let's see here. I probably missed it. I can't remember.
Yeah, we got more or less got everybody. So
thank you all for coming. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with both of us and discuss what we were doing. And thank you for all the great advice. I really appreciate it. Now, whether I can afford to take it is beside the point. Yeah, because I don't know about getting my feet touched by somebody I don't know. Yes, I'm talking about you, Grace. And Cecilia, thank you as always.
Yes, Cecilia, I will definitely see you on Sunday for Seed Sunday giveaway. Sunday fun day. Always a pleasure to be there.
Is it a giveaway?
Oh yeah, so if you go to Coach Garden State Gardener every Sunday, he does a seed giveaway.
I don't have any Vicks at the moment, Lori, but I will try to see what I can do.
But in order to win anything, you have to do the Friday registration video.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I plan on going hunting with Ian on Saturday. Hopefully we can get something. But I am done. Thank you all for coming once again. We are out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.